Hi, kids. Okay, so for Christmas, I'm gonna do a series counting down to Christmas with a Christmas film each day, 25 days leading up to Christmas. Um, to decide the Christmas films, I'm doing it the same way I did the war films, doing Academy Awards series right now. So they are movies that were recognized by the Academy. If your favorite film isn't in this, it's not me. I didn't pick these films. These aren't my favorite. These are ones that were recognized by the Academy Awards. So, day one, get into the first film. It's Little Women. We're going to do all the versions because guess what? They were all recognized by the Academy Awards. So, Little Women, based on Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, published in two volumes, initially released in 1868 and then in 1869. There is some speculation about how Louisa may have identified in regards to gender and sexual preference. I'm not going to speculate on any of that. She's not here to speak for herself, so I won't speak for her. So, um, yeah, popular book. Doesn't take long. It's a stage production in 1912 and 1919, a silent film in 1917 that is lost to time, unfortunately. But then there's another one in 1918, which isn't lost to time. And then feature length, full film, Little Women, 1933, produced by RKO, directed by George Cukor. George Cukor, director also of My Fair Lady. I believe he won that one Best Picture. He may have won Best Director for that. This one, the first one, stars Katharine Hepburn as Jo, so not a bad start. It had very positive reviews. It was popular, nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, and it wins Best Adaptation. So that's how we start out. Little Women gets remade, of course. This time in 1949. You might say, why remake it? 1949 version can say, well, at least now it's in color. So 1949 version in color. They reuse the score, the music from the 33 version in the 49 version. Um, this time we have Joan Allison as Jo. Joan Allison, by the way, is married to Dick Powell. If you're watching my Academy Award series, all two of you, uh, Dick Powell is mentioned in that. Margaret O'Brien is Beth. Also, if you're watching the series, I highlighted that she was nominated, or she got a Juvenile Academy Award, an honorary award. Margaret O'Brien. Elizabeth Taylor, you might have heard of her. She's Amy. And Janet Leigh was Meg. So, not a bad cast. It was not as well received, mostly just because the 49 version is being compared to the 33 version. So, it has that going against it. But it's nominated for Best Cinematography and it wins Best Art Direction. So, that's why it's on the list. Next up, we go all the way to 1994. It's remade again. There's a new generation of fans that get a screen version. Also, this time we have a female director. Gillian Anderson is the director. Um, and the cast is very 90s. We've got Winona Ryder as Jo now, Kirsten Dunst as Amy, Claire Danes as Beth. There's also your Christian Bale, your Gabriel Byrne, your Susan Sarandon, Eric Stoltz. Like I said, a very 90s version. This one is nominated for score, so they didn't use the 33 score. Uh, it's also nominated for costume design and for Best Actress for Winona Ryder. So, then we get the 2019 version, directed by Greta Gerwig. Greta puts her own spin on it. She incorporates some of the backstory regarding Louisa's writing of Little Women and the reception of it, because I said it's published in 68, Volume 1, and 69, Volume 2, and some of the readers felt that Jo should end up with Laurie, and that was not what Louisa had in mind. So Greta kind of incorporates some of that into the film, if you've seen it. Anyways, cast probably in a couple of years will say, oh, it's very 2019. That's right. So it's Saoirse Ronan is Jo this time. Eliza Scanlon is Beth. Florence Pugh is Amy. And Emma Watson is Meg. You've also got your Meryl Streeps and your Bob Odenkirks and your Timothy Chalamets. This one is nominated for 6 Academy Awards. It is not nominated for Best Director. A lot of people felt that Greta was snubbed there, but it is nominated for Best Picture, Best Actress for Saoirse Ronan, and Best Supporting Actress for Florence Pugh, Adapted Screenplay for Score, and it wins Costume Design. So, those are the screen versions of Little Women. If you think Little Women is not a Christmas film, guess what? Other people do. Same rules for as horror for this series. Is it a Christmas film? If there's enough people saying it's a Christmas film or asking if it's a Christmas film, it's a Christmas film. We're going to be all over the map in regards to genre and content of these films. Some of them might just take place during Christmas. Some of them might just have Christmas scenes or feel like Christmas, give you that nice warm feel. Anyways, like, subscribe. Thanks.